All right, all right, all right. What is good, my people? We are definitely late today, as you can see. But you know me, we get right into it. I don't like to play. As you can see, if you can read, Trump is in China. He's talking to, I don't know how to say his name, so I'm not going to embarrass myself. But we also have Ack and Sneako debating over Chud. We're gonna watch that for a little bit. So, and I think Chud got into shooting, so we will hopefully see that on the X timeline. But as you can see or hear, that's what we've been doing today. So y'all get ready and let's get right into this motherfucker.
The bitch shaking it, showing it. You this, you that. We laughing at them together.
Oh!
So stop treating these mother like they mean something.
Let's go to TikTok. Bet. All right, let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. Let's go. All right. First things first, let's see what Trump is doing in China right now from our friends with WION from India.
All right, let's get your perspective on what this visit means for both countries and the world. I'm joined by Mr. Terrell Yu Jones. He's former China correspondent who's now teaching at the Claremont McKenna College in California. He's joining us live from California at the moment. Terrell Jones, thanks very much for speaking with us at WION. I want to start, before going into the specifics of this crucial visit, I just want to understand from you how you see this visit and who you think has the upper hand in this. Do you think America needs this visit more to China right now, or do you think Xi Jinping needs America more?
We need China's, I want to say, precious minerals, or it's something with the minerals that we have to use them for making missiles. So that's what we need that's what we need China for, is to make missiles and continue the war, literally.
Hello, good afternoon. I do think that Donald Trump needs China and Beijing's assistance more than Xi Jinping and China need Trump and the United States. China has much more leverage right now over issues that are very important to the Trump administration, such as trade in rare earth metals.
There we go, rare earth
and
metals.
in potential influence over Iran in the ongoing Iran conflict. Donald Trump's leverage is not that great at this point. China is not that concerned with tariffs at this point. Exports surged last year. It has weathered the trade wars, the tariff wars, fairly well, and is much less dependent on bilateral trade, than the United States is. Where China,
Bro, what did I say? What have I been saying? Look what these niggas want. Reduce U.S. support for Taiwan, access to advanced AI. I'm trying to tell you. They are coming for, look, you heard it here first. Anya said it first, all right?
needs Donald Trump is primarily in the issue of Taiwan. China would like for the U.S. to scale down, if not completely end, sales of military equipment to Taiwan, presence of U.S. military forces in the area, and some kind of verbal commitment, perhaps, that the United States will not come to Taiwan's aid in the case of an invasion by Taiwan. And so I think that Donald Trump has more to gain from this and is looking for more results than China is. The results will be in a lot of pageantry and perhaps in some of the announcements that your correspondent just mentioned.
Terrell Jones, while the Iran conflict and Taiwan issue remain a central point in these talks, one of the most important sectors would perhaps be the artificial intelligence sector, considering the fact that there's a list of tech giant CEOs who are accompanying Donald Trump on this visit. How do you see this? Because this is an interesting race that both countries are fighting. They're fighting against each other, but for a lot of things, whether it's chips, semiconductors, or other components, they are interdependent on each other. So that, intertwining of both still remains while they battle it out in this very key sector, which is set to dominate the world next.
It's interesting to note that Jensen Huang, who is one of the most prominent CEOs accompanying uh, President Trump on this visit, was not on the original guest list and was only added at the last minute. He had to fly to Anchorage, Alaska in order to join the delegation. And yet he was one of the first people, along with Elon Musk, who stepped off the plane with Donald Trump. And of course, in Jensen Huang and Elon Musk represent uh, two of the greatest forces in artificial intelligence today, which is a crucial technology that's going to only grow beyond our current imaginations um, in the years to come. And so, uh, the fact that Donald Trump was initially pretty hardline on not allowing NVIDIA chips to be sold to China, banning them at first, but then allowing them, and then allowing an even higher level of chip to be sold, is revealing. And it does show that I think Donald Trump realizes that the United States can't be isolationist and go it alone in artificial intelligence technology. At the same time, many of his advisors and executives back in the United States say, don't go too fast, don't give away too much, because China is really progressing by leaps and bounds, and we don't want to, the United States does not want to fall behind in this uh, technology arms race.
It's also interesting how the NVIDIA CEO said ahead of these talks in an interview that he's not going to accompany President Trump because he doesn't want to have, quote, loser mentality and give leverage to China in the AI race. But here he is accompanying the president on this visit. But apart from this, Terrell Jones, these are two countries that are they're wanting to redefine the world order, redefine the new world order in which they are the central point. While America sees this as a unipolar world where they are the ones who are controlling the entire world, China, in this part of the world, sees that this should be more of a multipolar order. How do you see that moving forward? Because that is something that has been, as the central fight among these two countries for a very long time. And now, of course, it's reached its crescendo with China now being in a stronger position.
Well, China seems to want to be more of a master in its own hemisphere and in its own region, and not have the U.S. Seventh Fleet and other military components out in the Western Pacific. Donald Trump seems possibly okay with that. He doesn't seem to be that eager to claim that the U.S. will help Taiwan as President Joe Biden did. He's been very much wrapped up in issues in the Middle East, whether it's the Gaza conflict or now Iran, but other things that he has been so vocal and kind of a lightning rod for: Canada, Greenland, Panama. These are not in China's hemisphere, and so it seems as though Donald Trump would be more willing to let there be a bipolar uh, division of the world. Russia is also, of course, in there somewhere, but not to be necessarily the world hegemon and global policeman that it has in the past. And I think that Beijing senses this and is particularly sensitive to how this might affect the issue of Taiwan.
So we'll have to see how this really pans out and how it moves forward. I'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Terrell Jones, for joining us and sharing your perspective.
Yeah, Trump is like, I can't fight three, because we really fight in three fights, because we're still in the Ukraine war, and we fight in Iran, and then if we have to fight Taiwan, that's, oh God, and we need China to make missiles, so the rare earth metals, that's what we need from China to make missiles, so fighting them, we would lose literally because we can't manufacture what we need to fight them. So bro's basically going there begging with his hands out, which is, you have to after you done started a war and stop 20% of the world's economy. You kind of have to come begging with your hands out, especially when you're losing. You ain't got no more missiles. You're running out of missiles. Yeah, it's bro is teeth and palms in front of and bro was looking like he was like, nigga, shut up. He was looking like bro. He was looking like, look at him. You're like, nigga, shut up. Like, just take the picture. Oh my god. Now let's see what Ack and Sneako are arguing about. Chud saying the N word. Um,
I said he shouldn't antagonize people that are not bothering anybody. Why is that the only word where people feel justified in America to act violently over? There's no other word in the English language that elicits the same reaction that word.
W Ack. I can't fucking see it because the fucking thing. But I see the W Ack. I just like I said, if he goes up to people, right, and he says, "Hey, do you like freedom of speech?" And then they say yes, and then he says, "Well, can white people say the N word?" I'm not mad at that, and they get mad. I'm not mad at that. If he's legit bothering people, like you be saying, Unc, then that's different. Like if he legit just goes up to people and just antagonizes them, that's totally different than him just saying the free speech thing. So there would be my input. That's not what he's doing, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like you said, if that's what if he's doing the second part, then yeah, I wouldn't. I I it's kind of like oh man, I wouldn't co-sign it if he's literally just bothering people, but yeah, but I don't like that if you're just gonna walk up. I mean, even though, but I'm not gonna like. Okay, so for example, if okay, I don't like that he's doing it, but I'm not gonna condemn him. Like I'm not gonna say because he has the right to do that, even though he's bothering people. He has the because it has to like be breaking the law at some point. Like he has to be breaking the law at some point. So it's like, when does it cross over to breaking the law? Yeah, facts. There we go. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, we could definitely agree then. Bet.
Word does.
The way he's saying what he's saying is a direct callback to slavery, brother. You know what he means? That, hey, you're a lesser human being, and I'm using this word to remind you of that. You tell me what he's saying.
Yeah. So what's good, my nigga? How you feeling?
Listen, no. Listen. I think we might have to bring it to a poll. Sneako, you got to stick to like some Islam stuff and overseas, brother. Like when it comes to, we're in a very interesting. While most of your streams is about what the hell Trump is doing and what the fuck is going on over Iran and them countries like Israel, we don't give a damn about none of them. They all could go to hell. What we care about is what's going on over here. And right now, race relations within this country is at a point that is much better than years previous. And when we see an antagonist, I think that every race should come together and say, let's get this piece of shit out of the paint quickly, that we don't go down a spiraling downward path like what happened when the BLM movement had to,
I don't hate Sneako that much. I don't even hate Sneako. It's just I just know he just I don't hate Sneako. I really don't. He's just I just know he might not talk to you before he make a video, but don't get mad at him. That's basically to sum it up.
quote unquote just jump out the blue, and we all seen some of the errors with that. But right now, we don't need something named the Builder popping up doing all the. Let's get this out the paint.
That's why I don't understand why you're. I don't understand why. In the words of the Builder, they're saying you're chipping out. I'm joking, but what did I say that you're upset about? I told them to stop doing the IRL streams like that, and it's a bad idea. So why? What's the problem?
I want him to continue.
So you want something violent to happen? I don't want violence. No. I'm love speech. I don't want to see people antagonizing one another. I don't want to see hate. I don't want to see something bad happen. So I said you should probably go inside. It's going to end up bad. You can antagonize someone. Someone's going to act in a way. It's just a bad idea.
I'm not saying I want him to stop because of violence happening. I want it, based on what he's saying he's down to stand on whatever he's down to he's been saying. I actually believe if something was going to happen to him, it would probably be a Caucasian that would probably hurt him. You know, usually when guys are spitting all of that political stuff, I don't see a lot of black people. You know what I mean? Look at Charlie Kirk. Who clapped him?
Mm-hmm.
Look at all these
Israel.
who keep trying to shoot at Trump. It's the
It's
white
Israel
dude. So
facts.
when he's talking about
Niggas keep saying he's a white dude. They are not white. Jesus. But anyways, I don't okay. I don't like that he would just antagonize somebody. That wouldn't be right. I wouldn't just go up to somebody just to antagonize them and to make them mad. Like I wouldn't do that. But like Unc said, I wouldn't chimp out if he came and did that to me, which is what I'm trying to put myself in the perspective of him coming up to me and doing that. Like I wouldn't chimp out, even though I might not like it. I wouldn't chimp out. So it's like I hate maybe if we don't like it, but I like Unc said it perfectly. I don't like that what he does, and I don't like the reaction that he gets either from niggas chimping out, because you shouldn't be chimping out because a nigga called you a word. But bro shouldn't be just running up calling people names.
First Amendment right, and he's basically also saying, hey, he got his Second Amendment right. To me, that's political. He says he's a free speech advocate. Black people usually mind their business, okay? If they have issues, they have issues with people that are in their vicinity over actual things that, you know, would make sense for interpersonal issues. This guy is talking politics, and just look at the people who've been smoking the politicians.
All I would say to that, Unc, is that like, yes, I agree. If you're doing something to piss somebody off, you're gonna get a certain reaction. But he's using words, so it's like how much, unless he's like following you, he's legit following you around, just screaming in your ear. How much could you get pissed off at a nigga using some words? So that's why it's like, it just still baffles me. No matter like, how can you get so wrapped up in somebody's words where you want to, that means you don't have control of yourself. You don't have control of your emotions. You need to be able to, regardless of what people are doing. And this is why I love playing basketball, because this is what basketball teaches you, is regardless of what happens, you need to control what you do. I don't care what the other person is doing. You need to be able to control what you're doing. And I feel like, and let me stop. I hate saying that shit. And I think that if people had more control over their reactions, Chud wouldn't even have a fucking channel. Like, imagine if everybody just didn't react to what he did. Nobody cared about words. Like, nobody cared about words being said to them. Like, purpose. I hate this fucking background. It's actually pissing me off because I cannot see fucking shit. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it should be a little bit better.
Okay, that's very true. That white people don't
So
get blamed.
I think the person
That's
who
100%
will
true.
handle him would be white, but I'm not saying that he should continue that, because I'm like, hey, listen.
Do you think something violent? Do you think he should be handled violently?
I think he encourages it.
But you're not answering the question.
What?
Do you think that somebody should do something violent to him?
No, but
Okay.
I think they should meet him with the energy that he has.
That's why I'm saying that's why I told him I don't know why you're upset. I told him you should stop doing these IRL streams.
They should tell him to stop the rhetoric.
We should disarm the meanings of these words. We can't let words like that control us. Why is that the only word where people feel justified in America to act violently over it? There's no other word in the English language that elicits the same reaction that word does.
So I'm not going to defend acting violent over a word.
Okay.
We can't repurpose history, right? And that word is.
But we do all the time. We do all the time. The word doesn't mean the same thing. The word doesn't mean the same thing. Even the word doesn't mean the same thing. Black people have used it colloquially, and now that's a perfect that actually the word you're talking about has been repurposed to be a term of endearment to mean anything.
Sneako, what I'm saying is that you can't repurpose history.
But black people did. It has been repurposed. It was a word to mean slave, and now it means anything.
Sneako, you're being obtuse.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, the way he's saying what he's saying is a direct callback to slavery, brother. Like if you think it's not like he's saying it meaning something else. We know what he means. So you're trying to make this point like, oh, has been repurposed. Is that what he's saying? Is he like, oh, what up, my nigga? Is that what he's saying? Or is he actually saying that, hey, you're a lesser human being, and I'm using this word to remind you of that? Mm-hmm. You tell me what he's saying.
It doesn't matter if he's trying to say you're a lesser human being or if he's saying, what's up, my nigga? It's a word. You take it how you take it. Like, if you think he's saying you're lesser, you don't respond and you keep moving. If you think he's saying, what's up, my nigga? You say, what's up, my nigga? And you keep moving. That's what I'm saying. Like, I could never, is it an IQ thing? I don't know what it is. I could never be tricked into thinking, especially if I see a nigga walking around with a camera saying the N-word, what do you expect? What are you expecting? Him not to say nothing? Like, I don't know, bro. I guess I have thick skin. I have a dad. I don't know what the fuck it is. That shit like that doesn't bother me though. Like, I would never be walking and be ready to fight somebody over a fucking word. I could never care in my life. Like, okay, like I said, oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. I love the way it looks right now. When stupid prizes that applies to both. I would agree. But it shouldn't be like that. People should have a little bit more control. But I know that people don't, which is why I don't act the way I do. So that's why I agree. I know niggas don't. I know niggas can't control themselves. So I'm not gonna go around in the hood saying nigga because I know these niggas can't control themselves. So I might have to pop one of these niggas because they can't control themselves. Basically, shit.
He is saying that, but it only has that meaning if you.
Why do we need to repurpose what he's saying?
Because we shouldn't let words control us.
It's not about words controlling us, right? So you're now talking about actions. I'm talking about the word first of all. So you're basically admitting that he's antagonizing, right, race relations by trying to bring up a time or a he's trying to treat black people as subhuman by how he's speaking to them.
Yeah.
Right? And then you're saying, okay, even if he's doing that,
that's so crazy.
You should just not be violent.
Get some
no. What I'm saying is,
you got
the violent part. We agree on the violent thing, but you could only get rage baited if you get rage baited. You could only allow this word to have that power if you agree to that frame. We should repurpose this word so that we can't be controlled by them anymore. The same reason has been repurposed. Even the word used to be the correct word to call a black person, but it became a slur because it reminds us of a time of civil rights. Now it is a slur, but at the time in the 60s and the 50s, it wasn't a slur. Even back then in slavery time, it wasn't a slur. That was the word for black people. It became a slur because times changed.
All right, let me repeat again. I'm going to go slow this time because I see you're trying to get your point off without actually engaging.
I heard what you said. He's bringing back, he's talking about a time
hold on.
where it was degrading and he's calling people subhuman.
Hold on. His intention, let's not say, oh, let's take the power out of the word. Because if we took the power out of that word, he would use whatever word that had the power.
That's the only word that has that power. That's the only word that has that power.
Brother, if he had to call you a slave, he would just say slave. Come on. The point is, his goal is to offend. Let's stop acting like
you're right.
His goal is to say a
you're
word,
right.
And we're triggered by the word.
You're right.
Right?
I agree.
So, okay. So.
Well, his goal is to say, it's not his goal is to say a word and you're just triggered by the word because then he would just be saying any word. The words that y'all are, most of the words that trigger the black community has to deal with slavery. So even if he was going up saying slave, why the fuck would you answer to that? Like, what the fuck? Are you a slave, my nigga? I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. My brain just could not compute this. It just, if a nigga came to me and said, "Bro, I just crashed out and killed this nigga. He called me a slave." I couldn't be around this nigga. I know you're a dumbass. Like, you killed a nigga because he called you a name. I just couldn't, bro. It just doesn't make sense. Do I like him calling me a name? No, but I'm. What are we fucking 2? What are we 5? What are we 12? What are we 10 years old? We can't handle a nigga calling us a name. My goodness. He doesn't get to decide the other's reactions, right or wrong. Uh, no, you don't get to decide. But you can decide your own reactions, like as an adult. I'm not saying it makes Chud right, but as an adult, why the fuck are you reacting like a child?
So now that we agree on that, now we could get to the okay.
Now, if he starts putting hands on niggas, it's totally different. You got to defend yourself, do what you got to do. I'm not saying shit about that. But the words, starts it is wrong. Yeah, he's still wrong. Chud is still wrong, but I don't want to hear Unc. I don't want to see messages from Unc. Yo, I just started tripping out. I heard him say, "You better not." The fuck, nigga. That's the whole point. Like, that's the whole point. He wants you to do that. Like, fuck. God damn it, y'all. This is like what Myron does on Twitter. Oh my goodness. He be raging, baiting the shit out you niggas. If he didn't, oh my goodness. But that's the point. You shouldn't even, like, it should never get you to that. Myron does the same thing to niggas on Twitter. Rage baits the shit out of black people on Twitter. Like, they're just the easiest to bait. I'm sorry. Like, niggas get mad at anything, and they'll do the same shit and still get mad at it. Like, I just can't. I'm sorry, man. It's just what the fuck goes on. That's what. Does it tastefully? This nigga's stupid.
Appropriate response.
We all do it. It's fine. That's what I was trying to tell my boy. We all do what Chud does. We just don't do it in public to people we don't know. We all do the same shit. We just don't do it to public. We're doing it to people we know, or we're doing it. Yeah, like unless you're an influencer like Myron or like Andrew or Tate. Like, we're doing it to people we know. Like, I'm doing it to my friends. So it's like, I mean, I do that shit to niggas online too, but not too much because they'll try to ban me. But like, we all do the same shit, bro. Like, that's why it's just annoying. Like, we might not go out and antagonize people, but we all have that little bit of nigga in us. We're guys. That's why it don't bother me too much when niggas do this, because I know what the plan is. Like, I see the plan. Plan is rage baiting, and niggas is falling for it every time. Every time you see something mad, you gotta write a paragraph, and now you're about to lose your mind. Joe wanna die. I saw him crying on stream. I'm telling you, I heard he shot somebody today too. I hope he didn't start the antagonizing, because you can't get self-defense if you're the one. Which is why I don't bother niggas, because I can't do self-defense if I was the nigga talking shit to you. Okay, which is why I look I let niggas talk all the shit to me all you want to. As soon as I see something happen, nigga, you're getting it. And himself? What? No way. Did he die? That'd be crazy. Oh, okay. I was about to say, what? This nigga went out. God damn, this nigga was going through it. Nigga shot somebody and himself? I was about to say, he was going through it. God damn. All right.
A very civilized and perfect world, there is no violence when someone is either using oppressive language or either is trying to oppress. But let me ask you, since you're a big fan of religion, religious wars are some of the most violent wars in history. You don't think that's where, at some point, even in religion, it gets to violence, right? Wars. What's going on over there in was it Gaza and Iran and Israel? It gets to violence. So I get what you're saying.
That's not a fair comparison. There's a difference
over
between.
There, they're fighting too.
Okay.
At some point, it gets to violence.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
That comparison doesn't make sense. That it didn't start based off of words. The genocide in Gaza didn't start because they said you're a terrorist. It started.
Words could be oppressive. Hold on. Could words be oppressive?
If you let them.
Bro's comparing the N word to God. Like, this example is horrible. Like I said, to cry about it, Like I wouldn't be a grown man crying about what another nigga's doing. If I don't like what somebody's doing, I live in America. I don't have to be around them. Don't have to be near them. If he's following me, harassing me, I can call the police and get him arrested and get him away from me. It's like so many options I have that I don't have to deal with Chud, which is why you don't have to chip out. Like it's so many options that you have to not deal with this nigga that chipping out is like the most low IQ shit you could do, bro. Like, oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Bombs are really oppressive. Like bombs, ethnic cleansing, starvation, that's oppressive. Words are only oppressive if you allow them to be. You can't get rage baited if you aren't angry about it.
Despite the meaning, let me ask you a question. Like, if you go back, you know, in the original articles and like, you know, in some of the original laws where black people are seen as 3/5 of a human, that's not oppressive, right? That's just words. You 3/5.
Does that still exist?
3/5 a whole
Does
same
that-
thing.
does that-
That's not oppressive.
Does that? Of course it is. Does that still exist?
But it existed. My point.
Exactly.
My point is,
it's in the past, so let it be in the past. So let go. So this is how we move forward. Instead of allowing this, this happened.
So this is in the past. So this guy is basically allowed to bring back up the past, right? Use racial slurs and try to almost treat people like we're in the past, but yet we're supposed to let go of the past.
Okay.
Nigga, you think
Okay. Is he acting like a slave master?
I'm about to say, how is he treating you like you're in the past? He's literally come up to you, calling to you. Okay, so worst he does is come up to you, call you a word. Hey, get up! What you doing over there? And what you like? And you're lucky we're on YouTube. But the worst he does, come up to you, calls you the word, and he would have to literally like follow you in your ear. Yeah. Like I don't get how you could like. I would be like, oh, this nigga's crazy. I would think he's crazy. You know, I wouldn't think he was a smart individual. I would just maybe think, oh, this guy's off something. He's crazy. Let me get away from this nigga. Why the fuck would I? What'd you say to me, nigga? What'd you say? What'd you say to me? And I keep my shit on me all the time. So it's like, I'm trying to tell you, bro, like once you realize your life could end just like that, shit like that don't phase you. That shit don't. Life ends in fucking 5 seconds for niggas. Like that shit does not phase you.
He's a rage baiter on stream. He's not there whipping slaves.
I
He's holding a selfie camera in public. He's hardly a slave master.
That nigga talking like Abraham Lincoln. He talking like a damn slave master. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, but you use that word all the time. That's like you probably use that word. This exact word that you're angry about is the word that you probably use the most in your stream, is it not?
The hard ER?
No,
No.
it's the same word.
It's not.
Yes, it's the same exact word. What did black slaves call other black slaves in slave times?
Yo. You can't keep jumping between points. You talk.
Okay,
about words
no. So where does that word come from? Well,
I'm so sorry.
Where does that?
I hate that I can't see when your shit pops up, bro, and I have to literally look every time. Even though I don't mind looking, it's just damn. If I don't catch it, I don't fucking catch that shit. God damn it. Hold up, let me see if I can fix this shit. See if I can figure that shit out. I'm figuring some shit out right now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. Mad people shouldn't get violent, but they do. It's reality. Can't change that human nature. Therefore, live your life as a good person and not put yourself and others in danger by purposely looking for a reaction. Sure, but like I said, there's gonna be people. If we're in reality, we can't just expect everybody to be a good person. Like that wouldn't be realistic. which is why, since everybody can't be good, you have to be prepared for the niggas who aren't, aka Chud. Even though I won't say he's not a good person, but he does look for reactions.
Where that word come from? With the soft A.
Hear what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying.
Sneako, are you mixed? Like, what were you mixed with?
Okay, here we go. Yes, I am mixed.
If
My
you're-
dad's from Haiti. It's a slave
Nigga
nation.
said, "Are you
They revolted.
mixed?"
And is the same thing?
Where does it come from? Where does it come from with the soft A? You're not answering the question. It's a simple question. Where does it come from?
Okay, it comes from the other word. But
From the same word.
It has two different meanings. It has two different meanings.
It's been repurposed, right?
It has two different meanings.
Wait. Has that word been repurposed to mean something colloquial?
Yes. But it has-
Exactly.
both words now have two different meanings.
Exactly. So that word should be repurposed too. You cannot
No,
live in the
no,
past.
no.
Why not?
Wait, hold on.
Why not?
Sneako, and this is where I think my frustration is with you, because it's like you're one of those. Oh, it's just words. It's like this is the first I'm like, yo, Sneako.
Fuck the word, exactly.
Start like revoking like all these.
Is it
telling you,
not?
this-
But it
This
is just
this
a
is
word.
why
but
I don't want to watch this, because Ak is like crying about the word. He's like, bro, he's saying the word. Do you hear him saying the word? Like, who gives a fuck if he's saying the word? I want to know if he's putting his hands on you. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is what my dad would say. I don't care what they saying to you. I want to know if they putting their hands on you. Okay, I don't give a fuck what they telling you. I don't give a fuck what they talking about, what they saying to you, what they want to say, what you think they said. Are they putting their hands on you? If not, go about your day. I'm telling you, like, that's literally what he told me. I don't know. Like, it's just what it is. Like, the only person you can control is yourself, bro. I swear to God. Like, and him talking about a fucking word is not gonna do nothing. Niggas are gonna say there might be another word that a nigga might not like that he hate. It might not be nigga, but he might hate that word, and somebody's gonna say it. Like, sometimes you just gotta. But we have so many emotional niggas. What Chad does, in my opinion. He doesn't like put his hands on nobody though. So it's like you can always get away from him, bro. I'm telling you, I don't agree with what he does. It just, the chimping out is not acceptable. And we only have niggas who chimp out is because most niggas are being raised by their mother. So that's why we have such an emotional ass group of niggas in our generation. Nobody has a fucking dad. So it's fucking, I'm not surprised when I see a nigga chimp out, because he didn't have a dad that told him, bro, who gives a fuck? As long as a nigga don't put his hands on you, you're fine. Like, he didn't have a dad tell him that shit.
But it is just a word. It is just a word.
No, I got a better one for you then. If you think they're the same word, why don't you get up
That's
on
what I
here,
do.
or when you're talking to
No,
people,
you're
don't
good.
say
I don't want to hurt, because you're gonna get really
no,
upset.
no,
Because
no,
you're
so
gonna
you admit they're two different words.
because
So
you're gonna get
why
really
don't
upset.
You use them interchangeably?
The point
Why
is,
don't you use them interchangeably?
because it's gonna make you upset. I don't want to hurt you.
Oh, so you're agreeing?
I don't want to hurt you.
Mean that they mean different things.
Yes.
Or they would like that. That's what words are.
And ready to crash
If
out?
one word would evoke a different feeling.
True, which is why I would tell Chud not to do what he does. We're agreeing. It's just, as the user, I wouldn't like I said, I wouldn't crash out because somebody called me a word. Now, like I said, if bro's harassing me and following me around, that's a whole different story, and we can get into a conversation about that. But him just running up to me and be like, man, shut up, N-word, hard R. I'm like, this nigga's crazy. Oh my goodness. If I don't need to be there, then I might walk away. But other than that, what would I even crash out for? I don't even know this nigga. What am I crashing out for? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not just black. I understand culturally why with the hood shit. No, but I mean, statistically, we definitely more violent. I'm not even saying it because of the culture. Just statistically, we are. But niggas are, and statistically, we are more raised by single mothers. So that's the only reason why I was saying that, because that's all about the stats.
In another word, are they the same
Fuck,
word?
I keep
The
changing.
point
it.
is, you should not
Goddamn.
allow it to evoke the same feeling. Why would you let a word have that power? Disarm it. It only has the power that you give it. The same way that word's been repurposed, it comes from the same time.
Like Ye when he said slavery's a choice. Like, yo,
Well,
bro,
every season.
bro.
I'm a
Like,
Saints fan.
What does
you're
that have
now
to do with what I
blaming
said?
The
I'm a Saints
people
fan.
who are offended rather than the people who are choosing to offend. Like,
I'm
they're going
saying
out
the
of their
same.
way
Nick, okay,
to choose to offend.
you've ignored this aspect.
You know what?
Listen. Even going back to
You
your
can go to hell, even though I don't even watch football.
point. So the harder you are, right? They have made a relative word that is more. Oh, hey, we're gonna try to strip some of the historical slavery past, and we're gonna try to make it a cool type of colloquial. You're gonna still defend the other.
I'm saying that the hard ER should be used colloquially the same way that it has been. Where does that word come from?
I mean, even I don't care what words he uses. You can use whatever word you want to use as First Amendment right. I just think you should understand that there are people who can't control themselves. I fuck with the goy boy. Pause. Imagine. There are people who can't control themselves, and then there are people who, there are people who can't control themselves. You're gonna do that, and then you gotta understand if you're not gonna do that, there are people who might do that. So you have to control yourself. So it's like, you just gotta. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, shit is so much easier. Life is so much easier, guys. Life is so much easier if you just step back and say, what can I do to fix this situation? Okay? Because a lot of situations you are in control of. You're in control of a lot of shit. So I just can't get caught up doing this fucking retarded shit. I just can't. Like, who could imagine I'm calling my dad, I got into a fight. I'm in jail. I need your help. What happened? This nigga called me the N-word and I fucking killed him. Imagine? Like, nigga is not coming to get me, bro. The fuck? That nigga is not coming to get me. Problem, he gets a problem. He not Myra, he not Charlie. Charlie was cool too. I love Charlie. Charlie was cool too. I forgot who he did. Somebody was doing this before Chud. Somebody was doing this like before Chud. I forgot who was doing it. Charlie is funny. Myron's funny. They're all funny to me. Chud's just. Oh wait, fucking what's his name? Gypsy does this. Gypsy did that. HT did the same shit. Handsome Truth would do the shit. Like, they just did the shit on line, but they do the same shit basically. He just did it in person, and I like both of them. There we go. Now you're talking some sense. Now we're talking some sense. There we go. That's what we're this is where we agree with. No, I'm not like I said, we talked about that on Monday. Like, now you're making some sense, okay? Like, that's part we don't fuck with at all. It don't hit. Damn, Abba moving crazy. Hold up.
Me a masturbation.
Wouldn't do it like that. At least not antagonize niggas. Like I said, I like when if he goes up to him, because I'd rather a real nigga, I'd rather a nigga come up to him and be like, hey, do you like freedom of speech? And then he says, hey, can white people say nigga? I'm fine with, I would not care. Even if he said the ER. Sure, bro, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. What am I going to do? Beat your ass? You see what I'm saying? Like, but nah, that in the closet shit was, that was the last straw for him.
Do you recognize this video?
Yes. She just showed me a masturbation video from ABBA. The same video he sent me. I guess it's around the same time.
I see this shit come across my feed. No, these posts that she was making were during the time that she was trying to get us back and she said we were supposed to make it work. So here's Instagram and you can see these posts for yourself. What was crazy is that she was replying to every dude, liking everything. When I found out, I texted her about it. Not because I actually care.
When I was trying to build the page, I was like looking on ChatGPT, like what's the best way to get engagement? I tried to explain this to him multiple times in the chat, and then I finally sent him this. And it says, reply to every comment immediately. And then he's like, if chat told me to talk to other girls to go viral, I wouldn't do that if I'm in a relationship. If you feel bad, feel free to send me every penny, every spot on your whoring self. This is so interesting because a girl DM'd me because she was dating ABBA. She saw the video and she was dating him during this time.
I remember when we were talking, Abba, I asked you if we're going to be like dating or talking or anything. I asked you specifically, do you still want to get back together with your ex? And you said no.
Yes, I didn't want to get back together with her.
You also said you called her a whore for having an Instagram in March, but you were fucking me in March. That doesn't make any sense, Abba.
But listen, you don't know the full story. So you're hearing her side and then you're yelling at me right now, but you don't know. So this is my problem. Why are you speaking to my ex?
I feel bad for her.
You understand that you're just fucking me in the process.
It is so crazy. We were like sexting in February. He was sending you explicit stuff. He was sending me explicit stuff.
Do you recognize this video?
Oh, yes. She just showed me a masturbation video from ABBA. The same video he sent me. I guess it's around the same time. That is so messed up.
Yeah, he sent me the video like a few times.
Yeah, the same one. That's pretty awful.
She said that's pretty awful. I mean, niggas are gonna be niggas. I don't know how many times you better trust a nigga to be a nigga. I be trying to tell you, motherfuckers. Nigga's gonna be a nigga. I don't give a fuck what he say, how simplified he is. That nigga is gonna be a nigga when it comes time to be a nigga. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, he said he's a day trader. I think we saw that already. Um, I'm trying to flirt. The relevant Chud the builder admitted to police that he was the one who approached the man he shot. Chud said men were pointing at him and he went up to them. One of them punched Chud and he shot. I walked up to them because they were pointing at me.
To me, I walked up to them because they were pointing at me. They were laughing. They were pointing at me, and I said, "What's up, guys? How y'all doing?" I said, "Y'all like the new suit?" He said, "Walk away from me." I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, "I have PTSD. I feel like I'm in." He said, "You start saying all that chimp out shit to me."
Ah, this is where he might lose. This is where that guy might lose. He said, walk away from him. And then he walked away. And then bro came back. See what I'm saying? Like, he antagonized him. Chud started it. Nigga said, walk away from me. Nigga walks away. If this is true, this is only if this is true. He walks away. Bro comes back to fucking... Let's finish.
To me, I'm gonna hit you. He hit me. Started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He's still wailing on me.
Where's your weapon at?
They have everything.
What weapon is that right there? I believe that's it. Is that yours?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's talking to him right now.
Oh no, you guys are good. Do your thing.
Okay.
He has a graze. I call it a graze to the left left arm. He has slight abrasion right here on his head. Okay. Maybe some scrapes. Lightheaded.
I walked up to him because they were pointing at me.
Yeah, he's cooked. He was cooked in the beginning. Then he says, I walked away. But once that nigga came towards him it's like he started it, yes. But he walked away, which then bro started it. Like, it has to be all within the motion. So that's only if Chud's story is fucking true. And saying the FBI interviews me for not paying for 2 appetizers that I didn't get to finish before being rudely kicked. Okay. This is 9 minutes long. Holy shit. Who the fuck is watching that shit for 9 minutes? Are they party made sure the workers kept the same?
They didn't let you in? He needs his key. He's out of here. I'm trying to front like you next to him. I see him. I already peeped y'all. What is it? Yes. Saying you good now. No, we're not good. Nah, they was that. It's all good. I don't give a fuck. No, really. I love you, my. But it was too much. It was too much.
I can't
It's too much.
You may believe that. How about to come catch you at my house?
I understand.
Brown, tell him.
New York Jews just raided the synagogue of the Tunnel Jews in NYC. What the fuck? Niggas is raiding tunnels.
Get back! Get back! Get back!
Oh my goodness. X just dead. She lost weight, found a new passion with boxing. Yeah, anyways. The fuck out of here. Oh shit. Niggas is playing real life Arc Raiders out there. That shit is crazy. That was a fucking tick. Holy. Nah, that's actually sick. Niggas is actually playing real life Arc Raiders out here, bro. I swear. In Game of Thrones and fix everything. Everybody got their mouth open. Oh my god. Hold up. Cause I know Myron's live. Let me see what this nigga. Oh, never mind. I thought he was. Oh, yes he is.
Where because unless I'm literally going to all the wrong places, which I don't think I am, I cannot remember the last time I saw a man that was attractive. Like, if someone.
This nigga's always watching these shits on X. I don't get it. Like, I don't get none of them shits. I don't get none of them where bitches is being stupid. I get shit. What is this? I get dumb shit like this. Okay, let's refresh. Let's get something fresh, man. Let's get something fresh. It's not even raining that hard. Hey, yo. What in the fuck?
Because it should have no meaning.
To this individual word.
Okay, if you say word has no meaning, say fuck Allah right now.
Is that what you're saying?
Oh. No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you to say because it should have no meaning, right? There's a fucking meaning to it, right?
Okay.
Clearly, but you wouldn't say that, right?
Because actually, do you not see the point that you're making? How are you equating God?
Words have meaning, brother.
How are you equating God, disrespecting God, the Almighty, something that we have faith in, to something that only has meaning if we attribute meaning to it? God has meaning without us. This hard R word, listen, this word only has the meaning that you give to it. Allah exists without us.
What you just told me, you can't disrespect God. Okay, get it, and I agree. But you can disrespect an entire group of people, and your solution to that is that the entire group of people should just not be offended.
That word only has
you
to this individual word.
Okay, if you.
Bro just compared using the N word to disrespecting God. I don't get it. Like. Sneako so punchable? Because words actually matter to them. They just want to disrespect Black Americans because there's no consequences when you do it. No. If you ask a Christian to say, fuck God, they wouldn't say that shit. Like, they wouldn't say that shit. Like, that just would be their religion. I'm telling you, bro, I can't. These niggas are just chimping out over this word. I can't. I'm sorry. And all these niggas, and when she said, what did they say? she put Myron in there and didn't say nothing about what Myron did. Go to all of them apologized to Jewish people for playing the Kanye hit. Only Andrew Tate apologized. That's a lie. Only Tate apologized. I mean, nobody would disrespect their own religion. Group has chimped out? Yeah, facts. We're just the chimpiest right now, honestly. Mm-mm. She is big as hell. Like this is. They literally. I swear to God, I saw a study where it said. I swear to God, I saw a study where it said, single mothers are make their daughters fat. Like when a daughter has a dad, she's usually skinny, but when a daughter doesn't have a dad, she's usually fat. And Kim is kind of proving what's going on. Like she big as hell. Like she's 12. She look like she fucking like when I mean big, like needs to stop eating. God damn it. Like what the fuck? Why the fuck is she eating so much? God damn. Um that disrespectful. No, because there aren't laws. There isn't a First Amendment right to for speech in those countries. So I don't think he would do that. But that's why we do it here. So to exercise his right. That's what I just I wanna be the guy. I wanna care, but I'm sorry, my I just hear what my dad has been telling me my whole life. When have laws work? They I mean they work now. We have people that follow the laws for the American people. I mean, I want to say yeah. Laws is oh no. The government's not following them. But mm, um, I want to say yes and no. I want to say yes. The laws, but without laws, there's chaos. So it's like we're not. It's not like we can't have laws. Should our laws be reformed? Sure. Do we need some more new people in office? Sure, but we do need laws, rules, so niggas aren't just doing whatever they want to do. They have consequences to what happens, type shit. Should we need to maybe we need to reform some of that? Sure, but without laws, it's kind of fucked up. That don't have to be said. But that's when we get into then we start having. But what makes the society good? How do you just make the society good? There has to be a system what everybody does. We just can't just be like what makes the is it just believing in Christ? Is it our religion? Is it how we act? Then it would be like we would all have to be the same religion. I'm telling you, bro, laws the in a good society don't follow their society. That is true. That is true. I would agree. I would agree with that second part. I mean, I would agree with the whole thing, but it's already no phone. But our the problem with America is we're so diversified right now. We're it's too many. It's not like I said, we're so diversified in America. It would be hard to just get everybody on the same page. And then it's like, what do we do? Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Be fully working. Uh um I agree, but like I said, I feel like we should still have them though. Even though they might not always work, we still need them in place to keep people in check together. Values have to be together. But that's what I'm saying. Our America is so diversified. Not everybody's a Christian. Not everybody's white. Not everybody's black. Not everybody's Asian. Not everybody's Hispanic. Some niggas just might be immigrants still and didn't get the fucking green card yet. Like, if we can get a, if we can get our country to be one, like just be Americans, then it would be way easier to do that. But US is so diversified and encourages diversity and self-governance. Uh I forgot what I saw, but you got to understand not everybody cares about this shit. Like not everybody cares about self-governance and wanting to govern themselves and actually making like nobody not everybody cares about this shit. And so we would literally like it wouldn't be enough people to care about it to just we would just what leave every like that's why it's like we would have to like come up with our own country at this point. Let the people govern ourselves if you want the I understand that that's like a democracy, but like I said, some people just don't have enough just don't care enough about finding the right information and getting the right learning the right stuff to actually be trusted to do it on their own. Like it just like say me and you understand what's going on, the other 100 niggas don't. So it's like it would just be two of us who knows going on, and the other 100 niggas voting for whatever they thought was right or whatever they thought was going on, and they would have no idea, like how people are right now. So I forgot what I saw. It's federalism is why that it's federalism and it's a constitutional monarchy that has done the best throughout time. Like exile, we could definitely do that. But federalism and constitutional monarchy has done the best throughout time so far. And we have federalism right now. About the anti-federalists, yeah. Yeah, we literally have federalism right now. was a broken system. Facts. It puts all, like we said, it puts all the power into the top. State sovereignty. Local governments, maybe some state. Nah, but I definitely I gotta go fuck. Oh yeah, I forgot. Hold up. Somebody told me to look up flock cameras. What your city isn't telling you.
Blake Tillery is fighting to lower costs and make life more affordable. That's why he has my vote.
Somebody told me to check out this flock camera shit.
All over the place, flock cameras are on the ground. People are talking about it. Here's what I have to say, and I want to hear your opinion. It's Tinfoil Tuesday.
So if you like exposing truth and dropping truth bombs, then welcome.
Episodes over the last few months on flock cameras. The responses still keep coming in. People are a landmark court case that matters in all of this, and maybe what you can do to fight back in your own community. A meme. Next, let's see what's behind flock safety cameras. Oh yeah? Warrantless surveillance. Yep. And like I opened with, they are on the ground in some places, but the authorities and the government not happy. Here's a great example. This is from up in Virginia. Suffolk man charged with destroying 13 flock cameras. They take it super serious. His name is Jeff Sovern. I think that's how you pronounce it. There's even a Jeff Sovern Legal Defense Fund over on GoFundMe. People are trying to support him. They found a bunch of flock parts in his apartment. Not that great. Next, this is interesting. Brian says this. Well, this story blew up. It went to the front page of Reddit, Hacker News, Gizmodo. People donated thousands of dollars to Jeff Sovern, who dismantled 13 flock surveillance cameras. The response was near universal enthusiasm. Near universal enthusiasm.
People have spoken.
All right, next, Oakland Side asks, who is paint bombing Oakland's flock cameras? Who could it be? They asked that publicly. Who is paint bombing the cameras? Who could it be? Today's episode is brought to you by Clear Coat Urethane. Best in the business is Limeline. A mile from where I'm sitting right now, there's flock cameras in their parking lot nationwide. The Lowe's and the Home Depots, they're under fire big time. This is from Lake Forest Park, Washington. Home Depot and Lowe's shared data from hundreds of AI cameras with law enforcement. It is fact. They are sharing your data with law enforcement in a lot of different states. Lowe's and Home Depot under very public scrutiny. This is from The Guardian. Creepy surveillance, why some cities are shutting down flock cameras amid privacy concern. And that's in England. It's even worse here. This is from the ACLU, and this is a wild one. I've mentioned this before on here. Uphold sanctuary law, turn off flock. The ACLU is fighting for our rights and the right of privacy, and to that, I give a big thumbs up. Don says this, data has a dollar value. Every move you make, every step you take. Yeah, we're in the data age right now. This is from Yahoo News. Across the U.S., citizens destroy flock cameras in bold strike against government surveillance. That's from Yahoo. This is from Cyber News. Flock cameras are getting destroyed and police are using the data to hunt the vandals. A lot of talk
That's what I don't get. Like, how the fuck are you destroying these cameras and they don't find your ass? So many of these cameras that are up.
That about people are saying, hey, what can we do? One guy says this next. Lysander Boomer says, there are 2 pounds of copper wire and 3 grams of gold in every flock camera. Pass it on. Let your local meth heads know about that. Yeah. After one of my last videos on flock cameras, this guy Jacob left a comment. Comments don't know a single thing about the actual purpose of the flock system. It is an incredible tool for law enforcement. running your license plate using the same database law enforcement already uses is not a Fourth Amendment violation. Oh, yeah? A responder to him says, Chris says, a lot of these comments make me believe y'all would have sided with the Redcoats in 1776. And finally, one of you people said this, it's Tim. He says, long-term or aggregated location movement data in Carpenter versus United States 2018, the Supreme Court ruled you have a reasonable expectation of privacy in the comprehensive record of your physical movements over time. And that one is true. I've mentioned on here before, it's Carpenter versus the United States. This is from the Institute for Justice. Judge rules lawsuit challenging Norfolk, that's up in Virginia again, use of flock cameras can proceed, and that judge did use the Carpenter, the lawyers, they argued with Carpenter versus United States. We've talked about it before. It's law, it's precedent. You have a reasonable right to privacy in your travels. That's big time true. Next, this is from 404. Judge rules flock surveillance images are public records that can be requested by anyone. And here's a big one that people are using today. They're using freedom of information. The theory online, and some people say this is accurate, I don't know, but people are saying this. If you will flood flock with FOIA requests, Freedom of Information Act requests, they will just come and tear down the cameras, take them down, dismantle them, because it's not worth it to them. They're not getting enough revenue from the cities to have those cameras up if they're having to deal with FOIA requests nonstop. That's one thing that folks are saying that you can do. Over on Reddit, this guy says, high-powered lasers are known to damage camera sensors. And some other folks said, you got.
No, you already know after 9/11, it just started getting worse and worse with the police state. It just started getting, it starts turning into a surveillance state. It's turning into Israel, basically, because that's what Israel is a surveillance police state. So, yeah, I don't like flock in being everywhere. Maybe ain't nothing we could do about it. Maybe being in like super public areas, sure, that would help. But being everywhere is kind of nonsensical. But like Unc said, nothing we can really do about that flock shit. I'm not gonna lie. Through our TVs and have all our nudes. Bro, this nigga's stupid. Because they sure do, and I'm cooked, all right? So don't laugh when you see that shit come out, okay? Because nigga is not, I ain't got shit down there. No, this is a chill stream today, though. Appreciate Unc for stopping by. Shout out everybody for stopping by. What's today, Wednesday? Yeah. Trump is in China. I told you we might get Taiwan. I told you they're gonna be looking for Taiwan. I told you guys they're gonna be looking for Taiwan. They want that. They want that Taiwan. We make a lot of processors out of Taiwan. They want that fucking shit, and we need them rare earth minerals. So, we might have to give up Taiwan. Our chips might be a little expensive for a little bit, but somebody gonna have to build a factory over here. Assumption, shit. We're gonna have to figure it out some way. Cause if they take Taiwan, my computer cost is gonna go through the fucking roof again. Okay? But yeah, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Hopefully Chud stops and bothering niggas and just, like I said, if he went up to a nigga and says, hey, you like free speech, can white people say the N-word? I'm cool with that. But antagonizing niggas is not cool at all, Chud. I'm sorry. I could not co-sign that. Just bothering people, that's basically like a nigga just bothering people. Like, I couldn't co-sign that. That's, yeah. And stop being gay, bro. That shit is, get that demon out of you. Get that maggot out of you, okay? Get that maggotry out of you. Talk one more time. Uncle, quick. Hold up, actually. Get that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, get that maggotry out of you, nigga. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Perfect. All right. Yeah. Get that maggot out of you, Chud. I don't think you could come back to the manosphere with that type of history. But look, I appreciate the message you putting out there. Okay, I'm not I ain't mad at you, but come on, brother, you still ain't addressed it yet. We waiting on you to address the shit. You still ain't said shit about it. So I'm still waiting on it. You know, I don't. But yeah, I see y'all boys on Friday. Peace.
The bitch shaking it, showing it. You this, you that. We laughing at them together. Oh. So stop treating these like they mean something.
Let's go to TikTok.